Okay,
Look to the roof.
so what we will be creating is like a database that we will be using, something that we can use if there's just lots of data, so that we can,
Okay.
for example, filter everything easily, and the layout, what does a good layout look like, something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, you're directly related with Salim.
Yeah. My cousin.
Okay, he's your cousin. Yeah, because we work together, and he told me you would like to enroll. Anyway, it's good that as an Excel user, it's really good
Hmm.
that you are able to know the different functionalities of these options. Okay, and right now I just have the basic layout for the Excel. And then later on
Okay.
we will be trying to accomplish database, something that looks like this, something that not entirely like that. For example, eventually, let's say this is the name because I just generated this. Ending, for example, we would like to get the, where
I'm
does she live, how much was the sales of this person, with just few clicks.
okay.
So in doing that, we will be employing the use of filters, the the VLOOKUP. So it really depends on the demand. Anyway, you can ask whatever you want as much as possible. I will try to answer. And if ever I cannot answer it during the lesson, the session, I will be sending to you a support video that I will record
Okay.
after the session, so that at least you will be getting the satisfaction that
Mm.
you are using, looking for the session. Anyway, this session we will go directly because I think
Okay.
you would like to use this. I was asking Salim what is the nature of your work, so that I can adjust the lessons
Mm.
based on the on that. Are
It's like
you?
now currently I have to make salary details of the staffs. Okay. Then
Mm,
I have to enter the expiry data of the like the QID details, everything like that. So if
employee
once
data.
it is like expired, yeah. So once it is expired, I have to recognize like which staff is getting the ID is expired or not. So I don't know how to do that exactly. I just randomly enter everything and save it. That's what I usually do.
Okay.
I know only some of the key points,
Okay,
and I
okay.
don't know much about Excel. And
Okay.
I'm very uh, basic
Sure.
person.
Yeah, yeah, sure. We will. If it's possible, if it's possible, you can share to me the file that you are using in your office, and then we will try to enhance that database that you have, so that if ever you are looking for some information about a particular employee, you can easily, and you can use that as your personal template also. If that is possible, that will be better for us. You get me, right? If you can share your office file, if it's you can change some information, so that you will not be breaching any confidential issues there. But at least I will be able to know
Okay.
exactly what you need, and then we can customize your file based on the how you want it
Okay.
to be used. Okay. Anyway, these are the
It's
basic
like
things.
I don't have it now, but I'll send it to you tomorrow. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, tomorrow. And then explain to me what exactly gives you trouble,
Okay, fine.
so that I can give it to you ahead of time. Anyway, these are the basic functions here, and it's good that you know how to use different functionalities in Excel. Let me just put uh, the data that we have here earlier. Example, we have the sorry, this is an image. Let me just copy the. I think this is the file. Okay, this is one of the functionalities. Example, let me go here. Let me just do this one.
Crackers na chanda.
Example, this one. Let's say you have encountered a portion that really has a very good. I mean, you like the style. If, for example, if you would like to copy this one, you can just select this one, Format Painter, and then directly click this one, and it will be adapted. You followed, right? That's one of the functions here, Format Painter. Right now, we will be trying to study all of the things as much as we can in the Home tab. Then later on, we will be studying the insert, how to use all of these functionalities in the page layout, formulas, data review, etc. In actual practice, you will not be using all of this, but it's just good that
Mhm.
you know these things. Anyway,
Okay.
example, a colleague gave to you this style and you would like it to be adapted to the other places as well. You can just uh, select this one, click this Format
Mhm.
Painter, and then highlight the cells that you would like it to adapt, and then it will be copied here. Okay, that's one of the things. And then you have also here a copy. Of course, we know this one. The shortcut is Control C. I mean, it's very common already.
Yeah,
For
control C,
example,
control V.
yeah. For example, here's one more thing.
Mhm.
Just a moment. Just give me a few seconds.
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to locate my
Mhm.
exact topics here. Just a moment. Where is that?
Actually, what the pain notes is.
Anyway, I will just proceed because it's not here. Okay, so that's one way to use this Format Painter. And then I believe you know the things that you know we will be skipping. We do not want to waste time for these things. Example, this one, bold, italic, underscore, you know these things. And
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
yeah,
Like
this one,
normal things I know, like
yeah, this
making
one.
a letter bold,
Okay,
copy paste,
yeah. For example, this
and
one,
making the
yeah, yeah, we will skip those
making the
basic things already. Example, this
yeah,
one, there's some layout.
and for the filters that I know.
Okay, okay. Example, this one, you would like this to be appearing like, let me just show a sample. Example, example, you would like this to appear like this, 90 degrees, rotated like that. You will have this option. You just highlight this one, right click, go to format, and then go to font, sorry, alignment, and then make this 90%. Then it will be rotated like that. Okay, so I'm just showing to you the different
Yeah, this is
functionalities.
new for me.
Yeah, I think this will be useful for you. And if you
Yeah,
want
it,
it
it
to
is
be,
because for making the timesheet on learn, it's very easy. Like,
because you would not like it to be, for example, you select all and then you do it like
hmm,
that. I mean, I think it's better if it is more presentable. Sometimes I put it 45 degrees. So if it does not look
okay,
good, then I will make it 90 degrees, things like that.
okay,
And then the font,
okay,
you can change the font here actually. You just, if you would like to make it bigger, you can edit it here and you can also edit here it from this side. Okay? So we will just go very fast with these basic things. And I think you're not yet familiar with the use of these conditional statements, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so we will be focusing on this for today. And one more thing, example, this one. This is the common problem that Excel users are facing. Example, you have this one. Let's just go to data right now. And you would like this to move. And then, for example, you would like to create a filter here, create also a filter here. That's a challenge, right? Because if you do this one, it will not be allowed. Yeah. If you would like to make a separate filters for these two sides, you can go here in the home. Where is that? I think it's here. Sorry. Insert table. Okay. It's not being highlighted. So make this first and then insert table. So you will be able to create different tables all over one tab only. Okay. So those are the basic things that we should know. Now let's put a scenario. This is the one that I was looking for. Just a moment. I will end this one and then this one. Format table. It should be one portion. This one. Format table. So we can create different sets of filters. So if you would like to dig deeper, just try to explore the other options available here. Okay. Anyway, and then format table, insert, insert cells. You know this one already. Examples. You have a example. You would like to insert enter a data in between these two. So you can just do this one. Insert. Sorry. Highlight this one. Insert. And then insert sheet rows. So it will be going down like that. And if you would like to delete, just go here, delete, and then delete the entire rows. The rows will be this one. Okay. The numberings here. This will be the rows. And the columns will be these letters. The ones that are being represented by the letters. Okay. Format. You can do this one. This format is the same functionality as this one. You just highlight it, you right click, and then you go to format cells. It's the same functionality. Okay. So let's create a scenario here. Okay. So just try to give me an idea of the file that you have in your workplace.
Can you just enlarge the size
Sorry,
because
sorry.
it's 85, right?
I'm sorry,
Okay,
sorry.
fine.
Okay. So let's go to the actual scenario. Okay. What are the items that you have in your office? You have the first name, last name, you have the employee number, right? Employee number, uh, and then the salary.
Mm.
What else? Or maybe the
QAD number?
location, no, ID number. Yeah,
Work
employee
location.
number. This is the ID number. And then salary.
Okay.
What
Salary.
else? Gender.
Gender.
And then height. Do you have height or no, right?
No, no. We don't use that.
Gender. And then what else?
Sorry.
Sorry, what is it?
Work location.
Yeah, work location.
Contact details.
Okay, contact details.
That's all.
Okay, and then let's just put something here. the last one. Let's make it like remarks for anything that was not mentioned here. Okay. And then let me just get a screenshot of this one. Just a moment. Okay, so first name, I will just try to my name, your first name, and Salim, and then what else? Or just Ruby, yes, mm, Awad, and then uh, let's say there are different same names there. Let's put same name. This is intentional because we will be filtering this one later on. And let's say this one is also repeated. Okay. And then uh, and then yeah, Jerry. Okay. Let's say this one. Let's just put a random number. Let's multiply it times 129. Let's make it more. And then okay. Let's say this is the random number. And what did I do there? I just put the equals rand, meaning random. Examples, you would just like to create some values randomly, you just do this one. And then if you would like to adjust how many decimals, you just go to this one. Left side will increase the decimal, right side will decrease the decimal. So if you pull it like that, it will increase the decimal. So to quickly create this one, you just copy this, then try to paste here, and then you try to, sorry, just try to convert this into a text. Okay, and then you have this one. We just pasted what we have created previously, the random. Okay, so it's here. Let's paste. It's text already. And let us just remove these values. So it will become 5 digits. Okay, so we have the employee number. And then you convert this to general again. Did you follow the process? Okay. Again, for example, you would just like to create some random numbers. You just click equal rand
Mm.
and then double click and then just press enter. Okay, let's try
Okay, so
to
if what about like if I need to enter the exact number of the like number of the person, like it means like a QID if I need to enter, so
for
it will be
example
different for YouTube.
this is one way to do that. Okay, let's say I we will call it like this: employee number prefix. Let's say the beginning will be 289.
Mm.
uh, Which
290,396.
290 295, let's say like that. And then
Okay.
let's say the final result will be something uh, this one sorry, equals this one, and then this one. Let's say it will become like that. That will be the final result. Wait, let us arrange this one. Let us remove this for a while. Wait, let's make this a text for now, so that it will not be trying to control the output. 295. Okay, let's say it's like that, and then this will be uh, control will be. Yeah, just a moment. Let's start from here. Because we have created that as a table. When you use this one, it will try to
Mm-hmm.
input some properties automatically. So we will just be starting from scratch here. Example, this is how you would like it to appear. This one, and then this is the formula, and then this side. Okay. Okay, let's remove this one better, I think, because I will remove this. Okay, so it will be like that. 289, let's say for one batch, this will be the prefix. And then for the next batch,
Okay.
this will be the prefix. And the next batch, this will be the prefix. Okay. And then the employee number, the last portion will be random. So in that case, we can put random. Okay. And let's just try to make this, you can input any formula there. Let's say how many
Adik
people.
Zayo.
Hello?
Biscuits.
Okay, 4550. Just a moment. So it will keep on changing. So you convert this into a text again. Okay, let's say you would like to remove all of this. And you put here. Okay. Okay, so it will be like that. That will be the employee number. But later on, what we will do is that we will just put the name, and then automatically an employee number will be created. Okay. But for the meantime, since this is our first session, let's just try to make it simple. Okay. But what we would like to accomplish eventually is something like this. For example, I put my name here, Jeff, and then a stage. Then automatically the employee number will be created like 33517, something like that. Okay. For the meantime, we will focus on this one, on some basic formulation like this one. How to combine these two cells, what will be the formula, like that. Okay, so let's say this is the prefix and this is the suffix, employee number, suffix. And usually, this should be hidden. Or or better we will create something. Just bear with me. I will try to create something that will be more automatic.
Okay. Hmm.
General, because I don't want this also to be manual. Random. Okay. Then let's multiply this by 10,000, and then let's reduce the like that. So this is it. Mm. So the problem here will be how to remove these decimal places. We would like it to end in 7970. Okay, let's check this one.
And one more thing, if I need to find the age of the person, what can I do? Like
The
there is a
age.
column for the age, and there is a column for the date of birth. So
Okay,
I need to
so
find the age.
let's add here the date of birth, then the age. What would you like to do to quickly get this information?
Yeah.
For example, Jeff Astige. When you click a name,
Mhm.
the date of these items, this data will just pop up somewhere here. So this will be our target. Let's say, I put here something like, and then let's say like this, Jeff, then a stage. This is being affected, so we cannot choose a random hero. Okay, name, first name. Let's design your database something like this, and then uh, data needed, and then what do you call this one? Result. So let's make it something like this later on. For example, this is empty. Let's say what you need is uh, the age. So we will just put the name here, or we can do this one also, data, go to data validation, and then just make a list. Click the list, then select the portion you would like to make a list, click OK, and then same process here, data validation, list, source, and then make this the source. So let's say this is what you would like to accomplish. Jeff, and then you would put the uh, surname. And let's say the data that you need is, mm, let's say this is the data that you need. You will just put here last name, and then the result will come here. Would that be fine? Okay, we will proceed now. Okay, so for this one, we cannot use random because each time we use the random, each time we edit something here, this will be changing. Sample, this is the value that we got now. Okay. So each time we move something, we edit something, the rest will be affected. That's the one disadvantage of using random. Okay. So I will be creating a separate formula for this later on. But for the meantime, uh, let's just try to input something manually as of this time. But later on, we will have this one automated as well. Okay. So remove this one. Let's say 001, 00. Wait. Let's say it will be 001, 002. And then it will be like that. And then this will be, this part will adapt the combination of these two. So you just drag this down. Okay, so I will hide this one. And let's say that what we would like to accomplish is that in the database, automatically it will reveal if there's a repeated data, let's say repeated name. Of course, we cannot have two employees here with the same name with a different employee number, because that will mean this guy will be getting two times the salary. So it's a loss for the company. So, but later we will deal with that. Let's say the date of birth here will be uh, 01 05 1992. Okay, this will be, and then 1992. Okay, and then 5 3 1985. Okay, 5 5 2005. Let's just drag this down. And then let's say this one will be 1999. This one 2000. Then this one 2005. Okay, these are the date of births. If you would like this to be expanded, for example, because if you just see a number, let's say these are the only available number, it is confusing whether they are using uh, month, date, year, or they are using day, month, year. So we can expand this one. You just go here. You have the option here, because what this is using right now is short date. If you would like it to be longer so that you will get the actual names, so that you will not be confused whether it is January 5 or March 1. So you can choose this option, long date. Or if this is too long for you, you can drag this down, go to more number formats, then date, and then you can select here a format that you would like. For me, I prefer this one. This is short, but it is not confusing. Okay, so you would like to have this one example. And then the age, uh, well, what is the 6? What is this one? Just a moment, huh?
Hmm. His
What is the formula? I think this one, today. Yeah, yeah, this one, today.
is select his.
And,
Hmm.
okay, today. Just a
Monday is
moment.
going to visit his.
Visit
Uh,
his
uh, വിസിറ്റിന്റെ സ്പെല്ലിംഗ് നോക്കിയത്. Visit.
Wait, just a moment. Okay, so I put here the date. Just a moment. Date. Dated. Okay. So I will just compute this one. Just a moment. 2026 minus. Okay, so it's correct. This will be the age. The age will be automatically computed. And we will just drag this down. I will let me check the other age. 2026 minus 2005, 21 years old. 2026 minus 9, 1999, 27 years old. Okay, what I did here was I will hide this one. And then, example, there's no data here yet. That we will create a new formulation here. Uh, this is 2025, 2005, or 2004, 28, 0, 0, or else this one. Okay, so we will be hiding this. Hide. Okay, so if we have not yet put a date of birth, no age will be computed. So let's say date of birth is June 25, 1995. So automatically this will be computed. Okay, so I will just retrieve the dates. Okay, insert. What is this one?
Yes.
Just tell me if I'm going too fast. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so current.
it's fine.
This is the current date. I will explain later what I did for this to work automatically. Okay,
Okay.
but the problem here, okay, this is what I did. For the date of birth, what we would like to do is that when we enter the date of birth, automatically the age will come here in years. But the problem here, if there's a date existing, it's working properly. However, if there's no value, it will become 126 by default. So we do not want that. It does not look good. There's no problem, but it does not look good. Okay, so what we will do is we will be inserting a new column here. And this one, we will just name this row. And then we copy this one to be the description above. So this will be our formula. Equals if, so we will go directly here. If this is equal 0, let's say there's no input yet, the value that will appear here is 0. But if there's a value that they will input here, that's why value is false. What will appear here is the actual age. Okay, so that's it. So these two, we will hide this. Okay, so we will just drag this and then the age will just pop up here. Let's say we have made an error here and we would just this person's real birthday is she was born 2003. So let's check. If 2003, then there should be additional, then the age should be 27 years old. 23 years old. Okay, so it's working properly. And then here, as of now, we this employee number, for the prefix, we are putting, there's a decided prefix for these people here. What we are inputting manually is the suffix, meaning the last three digits of this number. So if we put the last three digits of this number, automatically this employee number will be created. Okay, so we can do it the same as this one also. If there's no input here, it will be zero here. Let's try to do this one as well. Insert. Let's call this row. Okay, let's just copy this one. Call employee number. So let's put the same formula. If there's no input here, the value that will appear is NA. Okay, if it's text, if it's text that you would like to appear, you should put uh, quotation marks. Otherwise, there will be an error. If it's number, you can just put directly number. Okay, so this will be N dash
Okay.
A. And then if there's an input here, so we will get the actual, the automatically created employee number.
Anya.
Okay, so this is it. Why did it not work? Just a moment.
Anya.
Mm,
നേരത്തെ പഠിക്കാൻ ഇപ്പൊ ചവിട്ടും കുത്തും വേണം ശരി രാവിലെ ഇരുന്ന് പഠിച്ചൂടെ നിനക്ക് നിനക്ക് നിന്റെ കാര്യം നോക്കിക്കൂടെ
employee number. Okay, I did not put zero. Okay, this is it. So I will just be hiding this one. So this will be how it will appear. Okay, 001. Wait, let's make this a text. 001 and then 002. Let's drag this down. So now the employee number is automatically created. If there's no value, what will appear is NA, not applicable. Okay, and then for the salary, let's say the salary is in reals. So Jeff, let's say the salary is 7,500.
can you enlarge the size because it's very feeble for me to
Sorry,
see.
sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Uh, just a moment. How do
I
I
think
think
you can keep it in 100 145. That's enough. So
okay.
when you make it small, it is very hard to see.
Okay, let's make it
Fine now.
145.
Okay.
Okay. For the salary, I will just input some salary here. Salim, let's say Salim is 13. Louis will be 8,000. And then Imran will be 23,500. And then let's say Leia is 6,500. Mark is 5,500. And then there will be intentionally I put same name here so that we will develop a database that it will track if there's a repeated data. Okay. And then this one will be 3,000, let's say. And Sheila will be 6,500 also. Jerry West will be, he sounds Western, so he should have a bigger salary because that's what's happening always. Okay, so these are the salary of these people. And if you would like to add a currency here, let's say you would like it to appear like a QAR 17,500. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. Just highlight this one and go here. Okay, but since we are not using dollars, you can just go here in the drop down and then more accounting formats. In more accounting formats, you will be able to see different currency. So we will be using QAR. So Q, then click OK. So it will be Qatar Rials. Okay, and then gender. So this is male. Male. What is this name? Louis is a male. Imran male. Leia is a female. Male, male, male. She's a female, and then male again. Okay. Work location. Let's say this location is in Siring, and then the other is in Biring, and Biring, Mansura, Salwa, Al Azizia. Mm, just a moment. Just okay, Azizia, and then let's say this the other one is Ramada, Signal, and then West Bay, and then Esdan, 52. What else? What are the places here? I forgot. Uh, anyway, let's say one is also staying in Deering. Okay, so I'll put my number here. So let's say we would like it to appear like this, prefix. So plus 974. Let's say in the prefix,
No, no, no.
okay, prefix, for example, this one, country, country code. Since everybody is in Qatar, this will be plus 974. Wait, the text. This should be text plus 974 for all. Okay. Let's say some are in Dubai. I think Dubai is 971. So that will be the country code. And then the mobile number. So let's say here we will just put the 540321. So this will be how it will look. Equal this one. We will combine with this. Okay, so it will look like that. And then this one, we can actually hide this one. No, 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 we don't need to hide. Mobile input number. Okay, so this will be the result. So 41455529. Let's drag this down. Okay, so it's the same thing. If there's no input, we would just like to leave it blank. Okay, let's say this time we would like to leave it blank. Insert CC, I will just call this CC plus MN. So
Okay.
let's do it like this. So plus, this time let's do it like this. If there's no input, it will just be blank.
Okay.
Previously what we did, if there's no input, it will be 0. Or this one, why is this like this? Okay, if there's no, let's say there's no input, okay, it will be NA. But, and then here, in the age, if there's no input, it will be 0. Yeah, so that's correct. Here for the mobile number, what let's do with, if there's no input, it will be just blank,
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Okay.
Or let's say we would like to say input number if it's blank here. So let's do that. Equal, if double click this one, if this is equal to 0, then it will say input number or input mobile number. And but if we put already here, then it will just show this value, so like this. Okay, so you can see here, right? So this one we will hide, and then let's say 1 2 1 3 4. Okay, 55253854. Calculate. Okay. Okay, so it will be like that. And then remarks for anything that you would like to put. This will be random. Okay, anything that you would like to put here. So I will just put it in a lower, in a smaller view. We would like this to appear, to look good. So let's try to get the, modify the layout here so that it will be pleasing to the eyes. The first thing we need to do, we need to put the company name here. Okay. So maybe this one, just highlight everything, merge it, and let's say we will name it employee database. Okay. And then put this one in the middle vertically also, because it's only in the middle horizontally. This is it. Put this one vertically in the middle also. And then make the good font for this one, Arial will be enough. Or maybe Verdana. And then make this 25. Or make it bigger. Make it 45. 40. And then make it bold. Like that. And make this, the background, make it color blue. And the letters, the font color, make it color white. So there will be contrasting colors. You can clearly see the text here. Okay, now let's put a company logo here. So I will just try to look for a sample company logo. Company. Sample logo. Okay, let's say this is the company logo. Just copy this one, and then you can just put it here directly. Okay. Oh, it's too big. If you would like to adjust this one, usually I will make it 1.5 height. Just double click the picture, and then these options will appear. So make the height maybe 1.5 or 1.75. So I think it looks good now. So I drag it here. So I think I want it to be smaller, 0.75. So I think that's fine. So that's it. And this one, we do not want it to be very long. Okay, so as much as possible, we would like all of the data to appear in just one page. So what we can do for this column, for this row, is highlight everything and then click this wrap text. Okay, for example, you would like this to be, example, the name. You would like it to be just this length, and then the employee would just like it to be this wide. And let's say the uh, employee number suffix manual later. Let's say you would like to make it the same with and date of birth as well. The age, of course, this should not be very lengthy. Salary, gender, you can actually adjust it at one time. But the problem, we have hidden some elements here. Because if you highlight everything and you adjust at one time, even the columns that you hid will appear. So we do not want that to happen. Okay, for this one, or you can choose multiple columns and then just double click here. Okay, so here you would like it to be this wide only. Okay, but as you can see, the text are not appearing completely. To resolve that, just highlight everything. Oops, sorry. Highlight everything and then click this wrap text. When you wrap text, it will be arranged like that. And put everything horizontally in the middle and vertically put everything also in the middle. So it will look better. Now it looks better, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And this one, we would like this to be with the border. So you just click this one. You can decide what kind of border you would like. So for me, I would like to create it like there's a thick border here in between the cells. And then outside, I would like also, sorry, there would be a very small line, thin line between the cells. And then there will also be a border here with thick lines. So let's do that. Go here and just click this one, all borders, and and you can also, if you would like to customize the width of the borders, you can go here. Later we will do this one. For the meantime, let's just click what is readily available for the thin borders. So it will be like that. And the data here, we would like to put on the left side and vertically in the middle. Okay, for this one, it should be in the middle. Look, it looks better.
Mm.
Okay, and then I would like to put a boundary here with thick lines. I want the lines here to be thick. So you can go here, thick border, and let's say we would like it to appear like, let's choose a color. Let's just try. So this one, and then let's click the border color. Let's say we would like it to appear like this color, a little bit yellow, or make it a little bit darker. Click OK. Oops, why did that not appear? Let's try to do it again. Format cells. After clicking this one, we should click this again. Okay, so it will appear there. Okay, it's there now. And what else do we want? We do not want this one, these lines to appear. Okay,
Mhm.
we do not want these lines to appear because there should be no. We are not intending that there should be borders here, because what you see here are not borders. They're just simply like markers to say that this is separate cells from each other. So we just want this to be all white, and then this will be the borders will only be here. So what do I mean by that? Just try to copy this somewhere for now, or duplicate this one. Uh, Duplicate this one. Okay, and then this one, just try to delete everything and make it all white. Go here and make everything color white. And let's try to copy this now. Here. And make this one 0.75. Oops. So it will be like that. So it looks better now. Okay. And I will delete this one. So far, this is what we have created. A simple database. Let me just adjust this. Salim Karamal. Is there any missing items here? Just a moment. 145, you would like this to be 145. Okay. So this is one more thing. This is the last thing maybe for tonight's session. Example, you would like to scroll down. Let's say you have lots of information here. Let's just pretend maybe reaching up to 100. Let's say. Okay. Insert, and let us just mhm. Okay, let's say it has reached up to this point. Okay, when you scroll it, you do not want to lose uh, these categories, these like titles. For example, you're scrolling very far down and you see these two. You will be confused. What does this 23 mean? Again.
23
And then zero
and
zero 8. You will be thinking, what does this 008 mean again? So as you scroll down, you would like this to still appear. Okay, wait, let me just hide this one. This should have been hidden. Mm, this one, just a moment, country
yeah,
code.
sure.
This should have been hidden. I think I accidentally unhid some elements here. Anyway, okay,
Mm.
so this is it. So to keep this on top, there are two ways. One, you hide this one, and then you go to view, and then freeze top row. So it will be frozen. And you unhide. You click highlight this one, and then unhide. So that's one way to reserve this one, this top view. The other way to do that uh, is this. You click somewhere here. Example, you would like it to move, or let's say from here, you would like this position to be retained. As you scroll here, you don't like it to move. You just want this to be retained here in this position. And as well with this one, if you scroll down, you do not want these first two rows to disappear. So what you can do is click here somewhere, freeze panes, and then click freeze panes. Okay, if you do that, you can scroll down, and then this information will still be visible. And if you scroll right, you will not be losing the this position here. Okay, so I think better this one. We will for this one we will make it a little thicker as well. We would like to make it go to more borders. Let's change the color. Let's make it faded red. Go here and then fade this a little bit. Then run this again. I'll make it thicker. Okay, and then okay. So it will appear. So it will be visible here. Okay. So let's do this. Let's filter. Let's go here. One shortcut there is you can do is Control Shift and then you press the down arrow, and it will automatically be highlighting up to the bottom part where there is an available data. After you do that, go to Data, Filter, and then you can just play it from here. Sample, you would like to hide some sample, you would like to get only the females. So you go here, click this filter, and select all, and then click only the F. So only the females will appear. Or let's say you want to arrange by age. You want them to be arranged from youngest to eldest. So this from the eldest to the youngest. Let's say so 41 is the oldest. Salim is the oldest. Okay, and then so you can and let's or maybe you would like to arrange it by date. Maybe you're planning to give a celebration to people, whatever. So you can select this one, either newest to oldest, or we can extract something. I will just like to add additional here. Let's say it's 2026, and you would like to get the birthdays arranged. Uh, I don't know if I will be able to do that now, but I will try. Let's give it up to it's 8:41 right now. I will try to do it up to 8:45.
Okay.
Uh, let's say it's May. Mm, it's May.
Rayo.
We would like to extract this one only. There's a workaround, but what I want to do is automatic. Example, this one. There's a workaround. Let's say we will call this. Let's say this will be the name. So we need to start from January should be. January should be appearing here somewhere. Because if we filter from here, it will be measuring from the year of year of birth. But we do not want to do that. What we want to do is the arrangement per month because it will
Okay.
our base is only for 2026. I'm thinking of a way to do this. Just a moment. Mm, Wait. Mm, this is from column G. Let me. Okay. It should be month G, G3. No, it's not getting down. This should be text. Okay. So this is it. Insert. Let's just drag this down. January, we got it already. So there will be a long list here. So if, then it's gonna be a long list. If 1 is equals to 1, it will be uh, January. If 2 equals to 2, it will be February. Let's try this one. It's just a moment. Just a moment. Mm, uh, just a moment. This is E3. Okay, so it appears. Okay, now what's the name? Celebrant. What do we call this one? Let's call this one row. So this will be, and this will be hidden. Right. Okay. So let's say the HR will ask you, uh, get the celebrants for this year. I want the celebrants from January to what do you call this one? January to December. List down the names. So you will be arranging it here. You will not be doing it from here because it will filter according to the year of the birth. So the earliest would be from 1985. But you do not want that because you would like to get the month only so that you can prepare for this year. So you do this one. Uh, you have this formula. Choose. Anyway, you will see that in the video, so you can review it. And then uh, you just arrange this, filter this one. So January. So I will have this is me. So I will be the first one to celebrate the birthday.
Jeff. Okay.
But there's something wrong here. This one should be hidden also. Okay, so because this will be that is just for the computation of the age.
You
What?
just right click and make hide and unhide, or is there any other way to do that?
No, right click, yeah, hide and unhide. That's the only way to do it.
Okay.
Anyway, this is the database that you have. I will save this and I will give this to you. Just try to review it,
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, actually, we have discussed many, I think, things already tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And just try to learn everything we have discussed tonight. And next week, you have a desktop, right?
I have a desktop, but I don't have a connection, I think.
Yeah, but
I have to
do you
check
have
with my
you
husband.
have Excel?
No,
You don't have
I
Excel?
don't know. In a way, to open the desktop, we usually prefer to have the laptop. Now I
Yeah,
am using laptop.
yeah. If you have a laptop, as long as you have an Excel, that will be better. So that at least, as I do it, you can do it also. What we are trying to
Okay.
accomplish here is not just the lessons; it's also the retention. Because when the
Okay.
your head, your boss, example, comes to you and then
Mm-hmm.
ask you, "Hey, can you do this for me? Can you filter this out? I just like this data from these employees." You will not be watching the video, our sessions. You will be relying on what you remember. So what we are trying to accomplish here is not only to cover the lessons, but to for the lessons to be
So I
retained.
need to practice
Yeah,
more.
yeah. Because many times it happened to me before. I was collecting resources for tutorials like that. But when
Mm-hmm.
they need the information already, because I was relapsed,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking I have the resources, so I have the tutorial, so I can at least anytime I need it, I can just watch the video. But when my former manager came to me that time, he asked me for some data in a long list from the long
Mm-hmm.
list he gave me, and I was thinking, oh, okay, I've seen this somewhere in that video, and I was trying to find it specifically that portion. I was not able to do it. So at the end of the day,
Okay.
you will still rely on what you remember, not on what you think is covered in this video. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Anyway, what is your name again? Your full name? Because I need to save. My phone got broken actually. That's why I was not able to make it.
It's okay, fine. My name is Rushana, and people call me Chu. That's my pet name.
Roshana, like this.
Rishana.
Rishana.
R-I-S-H. Yeah, Rishana.
Okay, Rishana. Okay, I'll be
Yeah.
saving your WhatsApp here. Anyway, I will be forwarding this file to you and just try to review it.
Mhm.
And this video also,
Yeah,
I
sure.
will upload in YouTube, then I will send you the link. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good
Okay,
night,
thank you.
Rishana. Good
Thanks.
night. Thank you.
Where are you from? You are
Asa,
from Philippines?
yeah, Philippines. I mean,
Okay.
I think you will recognize in my